Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, welcome to my channel. My name is Micah and today we are going to be talking hair. In recent videos, I've been getting a lot of questions about what do you do to your hair. It looks really nice. It seems to be looking nicer the longer it gets. And I've definitely been on a bit of a hair journey. Not recently, it started a while ago actually. So I'm just going to talk you through the whole thing and then I will show you everything that I use to get my hair to sort of do this. Now let's start with my hair and what kind of hair I have. I am a natural blonde. This is not dyed or anything. This is purely 100% my own hair color. And with blonde hair, I find that in order to make sure that it doesn't get very yellow, you definitely need to take care of your hair in a certain way in order for it to keep a little bit of its ashy quality. I get, especially now that it's summertime, I'm starting to get these like lighter, like it almost looks like I'm getting gray hairs. It's not. This is just what happens to me in the summertime. That's when a lot of my hair starts to actually become a lot lighter, and that's why my ends are so much lighter than what is actually here. So as my hair grows out, it just kind of naturally bleaches from the sun and being outside, and that's just what happens to my hair. So the hair that I have right now, I think I had it last cut around Christmas time. I'm definitely due a cut because the ends are a little bit ragged looking, but I thought I'd come on here and show you everything that I'm doing. So I told you that I have a bit of a hair journey, and that's truly been the case. And we need to go back like a good 4 or 5 years ago when my hair was this long as well, but I was completely fed up with it. What had been happening, as you can see, I don't do much in terms of hair styling. This is just what my hair naturally does. I have a bit of a wave in the back. It can get a little bit curly, especially when it's freshly washed. So my hair has always been a bit difficult in that sense. Like I have these like really straight strands around here and then a lot of it is just naturally wavy. And in order to make the waves stand out more, what my hairdresser used to do is add layers so that it wouldn't be so heavy and it wouldn't weigh down so much. What happened though was that the bottom part of my hair became very thin after years of doing that, and it got really just not great. So I decided to chop it all off, and I had a long bob cut into my hair. I think it was like summer of 2015, and then for like a year and a half I had a bob style haircut, with the shortest being the last time I cut it before I went to the hairdresser last winter, and that was just below my ear. So my hair was this short, and then I was like, I want long hair again, but this time I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to make sure I take good care of my hair, and I'm not going to get it cut too often because I feel that hairdressers always take off a little bit more than what you would like. So I decided then and there that after that haircut, I wasn't going to go to a hairdresser until my hair had the length that I wanted it to have. So if you can imagine, if you're going from this short hair to this, that you definitely go through some awkward stages. So there's tons of videos that I made in like 2016 where my hair is like up and a half updo because I just couldn't do anything else with my hair. So wearing it down was just a bit weird because it had that weird in-between length. So that's pretty much what I did. I just kind of sat on it for 2 years until I had it cut last winter. And then what I started noticing as my hair started to grow longer, I definitely found out that I had to change my hair care routine a little bit. And the most important step that I've changed since having long hair in the past is that I don't wash my hair as often as I used to. I used to wash my hair every other day, and it just meant that my hair got very dry and frizzy. My hair is naturally quite dry. I find that a lot of the tips from like people with curly hair or like even African American hairstyles, that those kind of tips also work for my hair because my hair is quite coarse, and if I don't put oils into it, for instance, then it also gets really frizzy and I look a bit like a poodle. At least that's my opinion. You can see it a little bit here, which, you know, that's always like ugh. So it kind of gets like that, and then it kind of gets very frizzy too. So yeah, my hair has definitely been through a bit of a different stages since then. I tend to now wash my hair once a week. And I try to just make sure that it's at least nice looking with like dry shampoo. And that's when I also get a little bit more texture in my hair, and it just generally looks a little bit nicer. In order to combat dry ends, I add a hair oil. On hair washing day, which I tend to do in the weekends, I have stopped using a lot of like regular traditional shampoos and conditioners. I am currently swearing by Lush. And I have one particular favorite, and I'm going to be opening these now because I'm about to use up the one that's currently in my bathroom, which is hideous looking because it's completely crumbled and all that jazz. But my favorite Lush shampoo bar is this one. And this is Honey, I Washed My Hair. And this is a very nourishing shampoo bar, I find, which is what my hair really needs. I also used Scenic shampoo bar in the past, which is the blue one, which is for volume, but that has a lot of salt in it, and I felt it dried out my hair, so that's one I could use like every once in a while if I really feel like I want some volume in my hair. And then I have a new one that I want to try, which is new. It's a red one, and it's supposed to stimulate your hair follicles and like your scalp and make sure that your hair is just produced a lot nicer than, at least that's what they told me in the store. So, and this smells like cinnamon and very sort of spicy. So I really like the scent of this too. So I can't wait to start using either one of these. But yeah, so for when it comes to shampoo, Lush shampoo bars are where it's at. Now I also mentioned that my blonde hair can get quite yellow, so I want to make sure that it maintains a bit of that cool tone. And in order to do that, I use a purple shampoo, also by Lush. I really enjoy Lush hair care. This is the Daddy-O shampoo. I went through several bottles of this after I used up the one that I once bought for my hairdresser, which was twice as expensive as this was, and this gets the job done. What I do is sort of like I double cleanse my hair. So I first go in with a shampoo bar, make sure that all the gunk is out of my hair, and then I wash my hair again with the purple shampoo to maintain the color, you could say. So I wash it twice in one sitting, and then I always go in with conditioner. And for conditioner, one of my favorites is the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle Moisture. It's actually officially a hair mask, I believe, but I just use this as a conditioner. And I still have one of these because I do really like it. But I've since also tried some of the Lush conditioner bars, and I've just used up my Jungle one, which I really liked. And now I wanted to use the big conditioner because that was also recommended. It does have sea salt in it, but also coconut oil. So it should give volume and it should nourish your hair. So that's what this looks like. It looks like a little bar of soap, and I need to put it back in there because these start to melt quite easily. And what I do with these, like you buy the little tins and I keep those in my shower. And then when I use it, I make sure I dry down the shampoo bar and I dry the container so that it keeps for longer. Because if you just put these wet into the container, they will disintegrate and start falling apart very easily, I find. So it does take a little bit more effort than a shampoo that comes in a bottle, but I find that with shampoo bars, because my hair is quite thick, especially here in the back, like I thought of this morning. Like I'm a bit like a mammoth, you know, like just hair, a bit like Cousin It. So in order to really get to the back of my scalp, I find that with a traditional shampoo, I can't really get the shampoo to go everywhere very well. And with a shampoo bar, you can really target like all the parts of your scalp, and that's what I do. Shampoo only goes onto my scalp, conditioner goes into the lengths, and then I'm good to go. So another trick that I use is that I go in with a hairbrush and sort of brush the conditioner into my hair. Then I put my hair up in a bun with an Invisibobble, like the little hair ties that don't break your hair or that don't really hurt your hair that much. And then I just leave that in until I'm ready to be almost done with my shower. And then that's the last step in my shower, is rinse my hair. And that's sort of like the whole cleansing phase done. And I do that once a week, as I said. So then I get out of the shower and then my hair is still wet. I just sort of, I don't rub it. I just kind of press the water into the towel and then I wrap the towel around my head for like 5 minutes. But I try to keep it sort of like damp-ish. and then I go in with product, and that's pretty much the only time I will use product on my hair, apart from a few styling bits that I use throughout the week. But this may seem excessive, but it works for me for some reason. I like going in with something that's more like a detangler, something that will keep my hair looking quite nice. I'm currently using this by L'Oreal Elvive. I just started using it. I'm not sure whether I'm liking it. My favorite product for this is the Gliss Kur Oil Nutrive, like it's anti-static, anti-knots, like it's anti-everything. That works really well, and I was hoping this could do a similar thing. I just still had this lying about. And this is supposed to really work well with dry hair. I don't find this nourishing enough though, which is why another thing I do is go in with hair oil. This is the Argan oil. So this is just a 100% natural argan oil. I found this in the like African American hair section of my local drugstore, and this has been working really well. So I just put it in a soap dispenser so I can dispense it very easily. I use about 2 or 3 pumps every single time, and really sort of focus that on the ends of my hair. Then another thing that I do, because I do want to sort of maintain some of that, well, it's not a curl, it's more like the wave that my natural hair has. I don't want to sort of ruin that, so a product that I feel helps very well with that, and that I swear by, and that I have been swearing by for quite some time, is the Bumble and Bumble Don't Blow It Air Styler. And this is a product that's supposed to help your hair air dry, and just to make sure that it's nicely maintained. Right now I've brushed it through so it's not as wavy as it usually is, but it sort of gets less and less wavy as my hair is weighed down throughout the week. But this works really well with keeping my natural hair and make sure that it dries into a style that I like. I went through several bottles of this. This is the travel size mini, and this lasts me 6 months. So I only need a little bit of this. This goes a very long way. So I love that. And then I also really like going in with a sea salt spray, and my favorite one is the Aussie Miracle Beach Waves. This is a texturizing spray. I use this on my scalp mainly because, as you can see, if I can then sort of like press it down a little bit, and my hair just has a little bit more volume. I don't like other volumizing products because I feel they make my hair too gritty and just feel really gross, and I hate that feeling. But that makes it does texturize your hair, but it doesn't make your hair feel gross. I like that. And then something new that I started using after I went to my hairdresser. I had a lovely guy at the Tony and Guy hairdresser here in Rotterdam, and he gave me lots of great tips like the hair oils and doing all that. That's all on him. I wasn't doing that beforehand. And he also recommended I use a texturizing curl cream, and this has been lovely, and it's really made sure that the waves are kept a lot longer and looking a lot nicer than without this. This is the brand that my hairdresser sells. I've been trying to look for something similar in the drugstore, but I haven't found it yet. So if you have any tips on a good curl texturizing cream, then please let me know. So that may seem excessive because that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products that go into my hair when it's still wet. And I then pile everything on top of my head and put it into a bun. And I like to take a shower somewhere like halfway through the evening, like around 9ish. And then when I go to bed around midnight, my hair is still damp, but it's not super wet. And then I just sleep with wet hair, which I know you shouldn't do. But it's what works for me. And then I wake up the next morning, I take it out. It's usually still a little bit damp at that point. And then the only thing I do, I don't brush it, I don't do anything with it, but I just go in with a little bit of hairspray. This is the Bumble and Bumble Spray the Mode hairspray, and I do really like this. But I find that the L'Oreal it's one of their like white canned hairsprays. That one does something very similar to this. So when this is out, I will be repurchasing the L'Oreal because I like that, and it's a lot more affordable than the Bumble and Bumble one. I just sort of wait a couple of days. I think like I can go like 2 days. Like day 1, I just go in with the hairspray. Day 2, I brush it with my fingers. And then day 3 is when I go in with a hairbrush. I have 2 of these. This is the wet brush, by the way, and I love it because it's really, really great at detangling your hair. So that's really nice. And then I go in with these 2 products, and this is sort of what I use to spruce up my hair throughout the week. I go in with the Colourpop dry shampoo in the Paradise fragrance. This is the only dry shampoo I love, so I keep backups of this because I go through it quite quickly. So I just spray this into my roots to make sure it's a little bit more textured and it's a little bit cleaner looking, and then I put some oil in the ends as recommended by my hairdresser, as I mentioned. This is the Inecto Argan hair oil, and this was just something I still had lying about. I just hadn't used it before, but using an oil on dry hair was something I'd never done before, and I thought it would make my hair look really greasy, but my hair really like soaks it up, and it just makes it look a lot healthier. If I don't do this, it becomes this like frizzy, like what I said, poodle-like mess. So that was my hair care routine, and I hope it was an informative video for you. People have been requesting me to say something about my hair. How do you make your hair look so nice? So this is what I do. This is just my natural hair, and I'm trying to just let it live its best life. That's what I'm trying to do. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed watching it. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to. I make new videos 3 times a week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And so I will be back very soon with a new video, and I hope to see you in that one. Bye!